Hi there, this is James Swanwick, and you're listening to the Alcohol Free Lifestyle Podcast, where you learn how to take back control over alcohol and live a life of health, wealth, love, and happiness. How are you dying slowly by 1,000 cuts? I'm James Swanwick, welcome to the show. The expression death by 1,000 cuts is used in the psychological literature to describe the many small emotional blows we take in a lifetime. These are easy fixes and improvements in our daily life that, when left unattended, can build up over many months, many years, decades, and a lifetime. A major negative change can happen slowly in many unnoticed increments. It's not perceived as objectionable as it's happening, but over time it becomes disastrous. Examples of this might be 2 or 3 drinks a night for 2 decades. You might say to yourself, I'm not an alcoholic, I'm not a drunk, 2 or 3 drinks a night is fine, and then over 20 years you put on 20 pounds and you're tired and lethargic and irritable, you have low confidence, low self-worth, you have feelings of shame and regret, you look in the mirror, you don't like what you see. Another example might be you have a cafe latte, you have milk in your coffee for 20 years, and the additional calories from the milk, you don't notice them each day that you have them, but over 20 years, how many more calories have you put in your body? How much you walk each day. You might hear me walking right now. I'm here in Cambridge in the United Kingdom. It's a beautiful Thursday morning at 10:22, and I'm just walking through Jesus Green, getting some morning sunlight, and I'm intentionally getting my steps in. And what that means is I always aim for at least 10,000 steps a day, which is about 5.2 miles of walking each and every day. How much walking do you do a day? Now, if you do just 2,500 steps less than 10,000 steps a day, that's 7,500 steps. And that drop off of 2,500 steps a day is 17,500 steps a week, which is 8.3 miles a week less than if you got 10,000 steps. That's 35 miles in 30 days, or 432 miles in a year, just from a little 2,500 steps, which is not much, which is a little 15-20 minute walk. How well are you sleeping? Do you sleep 5.5, 6 hours of disrupted sleep a night, and have you been doing that for 20, 30 years? Imagine if you got 6.5 hours of sleep, just 30 minutes additional sleep each night. That's 3.5 hours of additional sleep over a week, which is almost 14 hours of additional sleep over a month, which is about coming up a whole additional week of sleep over the course of a year, more than that. So these little seemingly innocent compromises we're making, or these little inefficiencies on a daily basis, can add up over time. I'm now just walking over a bridge here, and there's quite a lot of traffic here. I'm walking over the Cambridgeshire County Council Victoria Bridge. I'm just reading it from the plaque. I know for myself, I have some lamenting going on because I didn't invest some of my money earlier into certain things like property. I procrastinated. I was waiting for the market to turn, and I didn't invest the money. Whereas if I had invested the money in the property, of course it could have gone backwards, but probably, most likely, it would have gone forwards and that money would have grown. So not investing the money in a timely manner can also be financial death by 1,000 cuts. Procrastinating on a decision. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I end this relationship? Should I change career? Should I quit my job? Should I do this? And we just stay in the present. We stay in what's happening, but it's slowly killing us. It's killing our soul daily. Just a little energy drip here, a little mental drip here. And sometimes we stay in this job or we stay in this relationship for years. Drip, drip, drip. This is death by 1,000 cuts. Do you drink orange juice every day? Do you have a juice every day? You might be surprised to learn that orange juice is actually one of the worst things that you can drink. It's so full of sugar. It's preposterous how bad drinking a glass of orange juice is a day for you in terms of the sugar content. And yet most Americans, I would submit, mistakenly believe that a glass of orange juice is fine because it's got lots of vitamin C, and that's what the American Health Association has told us, right? Orange juice is great. It's a great part of a standard breakfast. Would you be surprised to learn that you're just pretty much drinking, could be 20, 30, sometimes even 40 grams of sugar just in one drink? Apple juice as well. Imagine what 30 grams of sugar from a seemingly innocent glass of orange juice a day does to you over a week. That's 210 grams of sugar over a week, or 440 grams of sugar over a month. It starts to get pretty interesting. 5,000 grams of sugar over the course of a year. Now, what impact would that have on your body and your physique? Maybe just 1 additional gram of unwanted body fat per month from a combination of drinking milk in your coffee or having a juice or not getting 10,000 steps. Just these little tiny things. 1 pound of unwanted body fat. 1 pound of unwanted body fat per month. Just 1 pound is 12 pounds over the course of a year. Think about how your face looks different with 12 additional pounds or 12 less pounds. Now imagine if you just keep that up for 2 years. 24 pounds. Now, very slowly over the course of 2 years, you almost didn't notice it. You put on 24 pounds of unwanted body fat. You can feel it in your shoulders, you can feel it in your belly, you can see it in your face. How would that affect your self-confidence, your looks? Maybe at the end of the day, in addition to the couple of beers or the couple of wines, you're having a little muffin here or there, you're having a pastry. Maybe in the morning you like to have a croissant. It's part of your morning routine. Again, the additional calories there, maybe they add up each day for a month, for a year, for 2 years, for 5 years. Just returning momentarily to the difference in calories between an Americano coffee and a latte. Now the difference comes from the milk used in a latte. So an Americano, which is just a black coffee, is typically made with just espresso and hot water. Has very few calories. A standard 12-ounce Americano usually has about 5 calories, mainly from the espresso, 5 calories. A latte, which is made with espresso and steamed milk, has significantly more calories due to the milk. Now the calorie content varies based on the type and amount of milk used, but a 12-ounce latte with whole milk typically has around 150 calories. A 12-ounce latte with 2% milk has 120 calories. Skim milk has 90 calories. Using non-dairy milk like almond or soy milk can alter the calorie count as well. Now think about that. Your choice of how you have your coffee in the morning. Even if we give everyone here the benefit of the doubt and we say, well, skim milk, let's round it up to 100 calories. But most people, I would submit, are taking whole milk, which is 150 calories. But even at 100 calories, that's 700 additional calories per week. 2,800 additional calories per week. No, I'm sorry, per month. My math is now, my math's going all over the place. Let's do this again, hang on. 100 calories additional per day is 700 additional calories per week, which is 2,800 additional calories per month, which is more than 30,000 additional calories per year. Actually, it's more than that. My math is really falling apart here. I'm actually going to go to my calculator. 700 calories. This is why I didn't do particularly well in math. Here we go. 700 calories per week times 4 is 2,800 calories per month, times 12 months is 33,600 calories over the course of a year. Now, how would that impact your body shape and composition? 33,600 calories. But you didn't recognize it because you were just innocently, unconsciously just having a latte. 33,600 additional calories in a year. I'm now just walking into the Fellows Hotel here in Cambridge and in the lobby. Thanks for joining me on this walk and talk. Death by 1,000 cuts actually comes from a Chinese term called Ling Qi. And it's usually translated into slow slicing or death by 1,000 cuts. And it was actually a form of torture and execution used in China from around the 10th century until the early 20th century. It was also used in Vietnam and Korea. I don't think we should go into that anymore because that was particularly nasty. That was a particularly nasty way of executing someone. But we're all doing that in many different ways and forms. We're all executing ourselves invisibly in many cases. Death by 1,000 cuts. So I invite you to ponder this concept. Where are you walking less than you could? Where are you drinking more than you should? How is getting just 30 minutes less sleep a night affecting you long term? How are your financial choices, procrastinating on investing your money? How are they compromising your financial future? Where are you procrastinating on a decision? You know what to do, but you're procrastinating because it's so awkward, it's so uncomfortable. But that creates an energy drip in you, a mental drip. Are you drinking a juice each day or a muffin, eating a muffin? Are you having a carb-laden breakfast or are you eating a protein-laden breakfast? The difference between eating a protein breakfast and a carb breakfast adds up shockingly over time with weight loss and mood regulation. Are you drinking milk in your coffee or are you going black? Where do you identify you are dying by 1,000 cuts? I invite you to ponder this. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you on the next one.